Hi everyone! In today's video, I'd like to show you how to draw a nose correctly. You don't need any talents at all, just simple geometry. And how do I know that? Thanks to my many years of experience as a hairdresser, makeup artist and painter. So welcome to today's video. Grab a pencil, some paper and a ruler. And let's get started. First we draw a straight vertical line. This line will guide all the other construction lines so we can achieve the correct nose shape. Next we draw a second line lower on the paper perpendicular to the first one. After that, we erased the first vertical line. It was only a guide. For the middle part of the nose, we measure a total of 3 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters to the right and 1.5 centimeters to the left. For the nostrils, we measure 1 centimeter. We lightly draw the nostril lines perpendicular on both sides. Now we create the guide lines for the bridge on the nose, followed by the lines for the sides of the nose. These lines are drawn slightly at an angle, so the nose doesn't look flat. Next we mark the upper boundary of the nose. We do this to prevent the drawing from interfering with the eye and eyebrow area. At this point, we have two options. We can draw the nose tip freely by hand using a pencil, or we can use a compass. I show you the compass method for your clarity. In the center, we measure 1.5 centimeters and draw a circle. Again, we have two options. We can place the circle directly on the center line, which creates straight nose. Or we can draw a second circle so the nose projects more space. I chose the second option. On the sides, we repeat the same process but use circle with a 1 cm diameter. The nose is already starting to take shape nicely. Now we gently connect everything with a pencil and finish drawing the nostrils. Below the image, I also show you how to draw the nose freehand. The top drawing is more precise. I did this intentionally so you can clearly see the difference between a geometric construct and a quick freehand sketch. Now let's take a look at the side view of the nose. Once again we start with a straight line and perpendicular lines at the top and bottom. We measure 1.5 centimeters for the smaller circle. Leave a half centimeters gap and use 2 centimeters for the second circle. Here again I use a compass, this one with a graphite pencil, that I can adjust freely. First, we find center so we know where to place the circle. Then I draw both circles by eye. Next we create two lines, one starting from the smaller circle and the other running diagonally and the other running diagonally upward around the larger circle. We then gently refine the final shapes with a pencil. The gap between the circle defines the nostril, and we complete the rest of the nose. Once again, I sketch the nose freehand, so you can compare how a quick sketch looks versus an accurate geometric construction. Now you can see the difference between the two noses, how the sketch feels and how the geometrically constructed nose looks. You're a beginner, this method can really help with the initial face sketch. Finally, I highlight the result with marker, so you can clearly see the nose without the construct line. And the next time I show you how to draw lips correctly. That's all for today. If you like this, subscribe and leave a comment down below.